Well, so if you guys don't know, we finally finished the Saturday night's main event, and honestly, I wasn't really expecting much. I really thought it was. I kind of had pretty low expectations of it, but it was pretty good for what I thought it was, right? So let's talk about it. I'm pretty pretty mixed feelings about it. All right, so if this is your first time here, if you haven't seen my Instagram, we are almost at 7,000 followers. So right now we're at 6,665. So we're almost there, and I'm pretty excited for where we're coming from. Now I know I did say I was gonna get 10,000, which we still might. We have a really good chance, a very slim chance, but I think we can hit it. But anyways, if you like wrestling content and Disney content, I do have a lot of that here. I try to make as much videos as I can for reacting to the main event and as well, or sorry, any kind of PLVs, any I guess in terms of the shows, Raw, SmackDown, and any PLE events for that month. I try to do little reaction videos, but of course I like to make a bunch of meme videos too. I thought they're kind of funny. But yeah, anyways, I tried posting that. So, anyways, it would be deeply appreciative if you can shoot a follow on my Instagram. It is on my wings with two Z's. Okay, so let's talk about some of the matches before we get to the John Cena. Well, honestly, I really is a lot about the John Cena. I'm very disappointed in what's gonna happen, but again, I kind of knew it was gonna happen because they did the same thing with Undertaker, and it was very depressing. I hated it. Now they did something similar with Ric Flair as well. When he retired, he also did lose, and everyone came into the ring, which I thought it was cool. They brought in Undertaker and Vince McMahon after the show, which I kind of thought they were going to do the same thing here. Maybe they did. I haven't seen anything, but I thought Edge would show up or something like that, like in the crowd when John Cena, I guess then when was giving, like with the crowd right here, right, where all the wrestlers are surrounding the ring. I thought Edge would come out. I kept going like, "You think you know me?" And I thought it was going to come out, but it never happened. Unfortunately, I thought it was. Yeah, honestly, this match was kind of bogus. I thought it was kind of stupid. And the reason why I say that is because it didn't feel. I mean, it felt exciting at some points, but I think for the most part, I didn't like how literally it was like 10 to 20 minutes of Gunther putting John Cena in a sleeper hold, and that's all it was. It was just sleeper there. Oh, let me get out of it. Oh, sleeper again. Sleep, 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 sleep. It's like 20 fucking minutes of freaking the sleeper hold. It was so dumb and it was so boring. Like it was just like it was more boring than the fucking Survivor Series War Games matches where everything played it safe and everyone was standing there the entire time. That's how I felt about this. It was just him putting the sleeper for so long. Like I mean, fuck, if I put $1 in every time he did the sleeper, I'd be rich as shit. Let's just say that, right? It was just so dumb. I thought it was retarded, but I mean, I knew Gunther was gonna win, but I didn't want to believe it. I was praying that I'd be wrong, but unfortunately, I was right, and I didn't like how Gunther won. I really wanted John Cena to win. It would have been really nice, but let's get to some pauses, and I'll get back to John Cena later on a rant about it. But Joe Hendry did come out, which was really interesting. So Miz came out, and I was surprised Joe Hendry came out. That was kind of cool. I admit that. That was very exciting. If you guys don't know, Joe Hendry is going to be in WWE on 2026. So you're going to be seeing him a lot. I don't know, he's going to be on Raw or SmackDown. Most likely, it sounds like he might be on SmackDown. They do really need the numbers and need people there, so it might be on SmackDown. But I don't know. Who knows, right? Kevin Owens came back for the match. It was awesome. The tag team AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, that was a good match because Javon and Leon, they were insane. Like they were crazy. So that was cool to see. That's cool. Like but of course AJ Lee won, so that was very nice. Eve Torres is in the building. RVD. Soul was a pretty good match. I really wanted Bailey to win, to be honest, though. I thought it was kind of stupid that Bailey lost, but whatever. What do I know, right? The main event for Cody versus Oba ended really stupidly. I didn't like how fucking Drew McIntyre just came in and I don't know. I don't even know what they're doing with the story. It's such a boring story with Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. Like, just give fucking Drew the belt at this point. Like, I don't know. It's like what are we doing here, guys? Come on, what are we doing here? So of course it ended with disqualification, and then Oba and Cody teamed up on him, and I guess it kind of worked out. I thought Oba was gonna destroy him. Oba was huge. That was pretty wild shit. So I guess that's how they ended it with that. So yeah, it goes back to the match of John Cena. So John Cena was, it was a fun match to watch. John Cena did some crazy stuff on Gunther, which was cool. So I do applaud that, right? So after the match, all the wrestlers came out, and even the crowd was like, "Fuck you." They were like saying, "Fuck you, Gunther," and they hated Gunther. It was wild, right? Which means Gunther did a good job of being a heel, so I guess it's fine. Now the funny part was when they told Triple H, they were like, "You fucked up," like dude, they're booing the crap out of Triple H. But they don't give a shit. Let's say they're already yelling. I can't play it because the copyright. But I'll put the link below for you guys to watch. But yeah, everyone was pissed about that. They're like, ooh. And then when he came out, see, this part was funny because during this moment, yeah, everyone was booing the crap. But Triple H doesn't care, dude. And to be fair, honestly, John Cena doesn't even care either. He really doesn't. He does whatever's best for the business, whatever he decides on. At the end of the day, I mean, John Cena's really not going to care, right? I mean, he even said himself on Joe Rogan and said that, like, everyone's going to forget about it by, Royal Rumble. And we might just forget about it and move on, and that's just how it is, unfortunately. Now, is John Cena still part of WWE? Yeah, he's an ambassador, I think. So we'll see him around for sure. Which would be, I mean, we'll see him some. I mean, down the line, he might even show up at WrestleMania. Who knows, right? Like he'll probably show up and be like, "Oh, hey, by the way, like he'll do what the Undertaker did, right? Undertaker came out of nowhere and chokeslammed The Rock. It's possible. Anything's possible, right? So that could actually happen. But overall, I don't know. I mean, they they did what they could, right? I mean, overall, I'll probably forget about this tomorrow, and I'll totally forget about crashing out. But they did what they could with retirement, and again, like I think Travis Scott kind of ruined a lot of it. I think he was actually supposed to team up with John Cena and Logan Paul, but of course, according to Logan Paul, he backed out and ghosted WWE, which is stupid. So I guess fuck you, Travis Scott, for ruining it for WWE fans like us as well. So that might be the thing too as well. So, anyways, I mean, overall, kind of dumb, and the retirement, like it was just Johnson getting his ass kicked half the time. I mean, the only good match it was the AJ Styles one, and maybe the Logan Paul was actually pretty good too. But after that, he just get beaten up by Dominic Mysterio, Brock Lesnar. I don't again. I don't know what they're doing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And again, Triple H did what he can. I don't know. Maybe there's some long term storytelling, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna blame it all on Triple H because at the end of the day, it's like it's technically his first time in control. But again, I feel like you really need to listen to the fans, man. They're there for you. You have social media, you have Twitter. You know what you see, right? You know what you're seeing here. So, anyways, maybe Trump should have came out, and then maybe everyone would have booed him instead rather than boo Triple H. Maybe that would have been a win, but who knows, right? Anyways, I don't know. It was a very bittersweet. I didn't really like how it ended, and it was really depressing and left everything in there, and that was it. I think everyone fucking hated it for the most. But who knows? Let's look at the comments, right? Let's check out the comments that we have here. So, who booked this crap? Should have taken the shorts off and done the shit in the middle of the ring. That's funny. And this is the last thing he saw. I'm sure this is what Cena wanted. Thank you for everything. I agree. At the end of the day, John Cena just wanted the best for the business, which makes no sense, I guess. But I guess they really want to elevate Gunther. So again, it goes back to that, right? Yep, and it's really over. I was never coming back. Oh man, oh freaking! And The Rock didn't even show up. He should have just been like, I don't know. I guess The Rock should be like, oh, by the way, your soul still belongs to me. So yeah, no, I think everyone's pretty upset. I think everyone's pretty upset at everything how it went. So yeah, this is John Cena's last match for now. I guess. I mean, anything could happen, but yeah, they really just threw it away. They really threw it away. Like they just did really bad. So I don't know what he's gonna do now, but overall, he's retired now as a wrestler. Probably be a brand ambassador, so he'll still be around, probably most likely. Just to elevate and help all the wrestlers. Because at the end of the day, we can't keep thinking about it, so we got to move on. Unfortunately, it's how it is. But yeah, we'll see what happens. When moving forward, I think it'll be okay for the most part. I don't think anything's gonna be happening. But yeah, no, Triple H didn't give a shit, to be honest. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say today. Yeah, what are you guys' thoughts? Put in the comments below. And see you guys next video. Peace.